Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have the new Flashback Spinazolla to check out. To be honest with you guys, he looks pretty cool. He kind of reminds me of like a Cancelo card in a sense, right? Like he's a right-footed player that plays in the left wing back position that hopefully has different positions. Oh, he's got good positions. That's actually solid. Right now, I'm using this 3-4-2-1 that I'll probably show you guys at some point in the future. It's from a pro player that won a European champion. So we're probably going to be trying him out in that formation because that way we can kind of test him out on the attack and defense. Because with him having that left mid alternate position, it's very helpful because if you want to use a card like this in the CDM position with his 4-star, 4-strike capabilities, you could totally do that, right? Because he has 69 shooting, you're probably not going to attack as much with this card, but you will defend a lot with him because his pace is going to be in a good area. His defense and physical is also going to be in a good area, which is definitely a huge W. So let's take a look at this card in game. Spinazolla. Let's see here. And I just have to do this. And I'm being done right now. There we go. Okay, so Flashback Spinazolla is gonna... Footbin doesn't have the things anymore, right? We're gonna give him an anchor though, because the anchor makes the most sense, because you'll give him a physical boost, you'll give him a defense and pace boost, which is basically gonna make all of the important areas of the card really good, right? So the thing that we're gonna be testing out the most with him is just defensive capabilities. That's gonna be the main thing with him, right? Shooting, like I said, he has none. Passing, he's got decent passing stats. That with a 4-star, weak foot, 80 for composure is definitely set up in a good area. Dribbling on the card also in the mid 80s area, which is very solid for a defender or a defensive oriented midfielder, so no big deal there. On the anchor chemistry style, we will be... Oh, there we go. It's actually improved now. On the anchor chemistry style, this card will have really good defensive stats, as well as some physical capabilities. Some people might give him a shadow even still, just because, not necessarily because of the pace, but because it gives you an extra for interceptions and sliding tackles. Do I feel like that's going to make the most sense to do? No, I think the anchor is going to make the most sense, but some people will really care about that extra +5 for those two areas of the card because he'll be in the 90s area for everything, instead of being in the high 80s area for some of those things, right? Again, I still feel like the anchor will make the most sense because his body type will be helpful to work with because of the fact that he's a big guy, a height and average plus 6'1". He has really good physical stats to work with too. So very important stuff to look at there, right? I'm going to go ahead and unlock the card and we'll line him up. You know what? I needed this card, to be honest, because he's a left wing back, so I can actually line him up in that position. Okay, cool. I'm just going to go ahead and switch him to left back. To be fair, my Serie A team needed a left back because I've been using the Mario Rui card forever. Now he's going to go into an SPC at some point. Okay, so the way that we're going to be trying out this card will be looking like this. What do I have here, actually? I have Chiesa. I have Quadrado. Yeah, because for me to test out defensive animations and all that kind of stuff, 4-3-2-1 would be really good. Because what I could do is I can play him here and switch Quadrado. Normally you shouldn't do this, like you could just do this and you're good to go, right? But just for the sake of the review, we're going to have him in the midfield and then we'll switch him to the actual... Doesn't even have to necessarily be left back, like I could switch him to right back as well, because that way I can actually do this and then do this, and then I would just do... I'm being dumb right now. I would just do this. Oh my goodness, the switching in this game. There you go. I had to do it like 3 times there. We could try that too. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's go try him out. Hopefully he's a beast. Nice little tackle animation there. He has the height for that. Nice. Nice little reach there. Good stuff. That's a good cross. Oh, top shot. I think he moved his goalkeeper there. Ah, no chance. If I actually got a goal scoring opportunity out of that, that'd been hilarious. Okay, so his dribble definitely has more of a physical thing behind it, which is obvious because of the body type and whatnot. Nice challenge, good stuff. L trigger tackle, good stuff. Nice. I'm gonna continue the run here actually. Pass it here. That was a really late pass. If you saw my controller, this guy was taking touches to do that pass, but not his fault. It's just mechanics of the game sometimes. Chase afterwards. Ball roll touch. L1, go downwards. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure he's offside there. Oh, collect that quick. Oh, he fouled me. Doesn't Spinazolla have like really good penalties? Because I swear he takes them for Roma in real life. Is that, or is it Pellegrini? It might be Pellegrini actually. I'll go right side. There we go.
Here's Ronaldo. Chance for him to get in behind, maybe.
Nice, he has the height for it. That's just like me passing the ball too. I didn't actually press the clearance button.
And now Sterling.
Good challenge. So I wanted to overcommit the bottom side of that area just to show you whether or not his body type influences that general movement. So because he is the, I believe it was the high and average or high and average plus, like you notice that little bit of a thing to him, right? But you have to understand that it also adds like a physical element to him when he does behave that way.
Good looking pass. James. And the post denied him. Oh, that's a goal.
That do be FIFA. That do be FIFA. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do there because I actually pressed to clear the ball out, but it hits the post, so he has that. And I like, you know what's funny is that as it was happening, I'm like, he's not going to clear this. I know this for a fact. Yeah, dribbles well under pressure. That's good.
Counter-attacking, very much an option. And he's through here.
Balotelli.
But cutting it out in the nick of time.
Oh, almost gets the reach there. Unlucky. That was a pass as well. It wasn't a clearance. Clearance could have been different, right?
On the attack in the closing phase.
Gets back in position quickly enough. That's another pass. Does well because he's a big guy.
How can they open up the defense here? Well, the fans really want him to shoot. And now
No, it's too close.
Balotelli. Tonali with it. Spinazolla. It might be.
Ah, doesn't have the shooting capabilities for it.
As always, Derek, we've got two good teams here, so I'm anticipating a really good game.
Beauty.
The atmosphere is electric inside the stadium before kick.
This card, it kind of reminds me of using like a Cancelo at get the pass off. Cancelo at left back. Like it's not a big deal if you were to do that, you know.
And here's the lineup for the Bulldogs. Wojciech begins in goal. Marquinhos plays with Sergio Ramos at the back.
Oh, he's in behind them here, Derek.
Oh, he's missed the chance to open the score.
Green time shot with El Shaarawy. Missed the net completely, eh?
The presence of Lionel Messi in the starting 11 should be a warning to opposing defenders.
Well, Derek, he's the perfect finisher.
That's the good thing about using him in the fullback position is the fact that he still has the weak foot for it, right?
Close. Now with Messi. Matteo Guendouzi. Jonathan Klaus.
Okay, gonna switch off of him here for him to track back himself. Tackle the ball. Oh, missed it just in case. We're good. No, we're not. It bounces back to him. We're good. Cool.
Well, let's get more details on the injury situation from our pitchside reporter, Jeff Shreves.
Oh, there's some real concern looks from the bench, I have to tell you, because he's landed right on top
Nice
of his
possession base as well.
and that's causing him some
Trying to use the L1 dribble, but
Cheers, Jeff.
I know do the properly. Get the ball. L trigger, nothing.
To Guendouzi.
Track back is fine though. Like when I let go of him,
And guessing.
pretty fast to get back. Look at that. See, back in position. But he actually deflected that. Again, guys, when you control people, like, and you commit them forward, don't control them anymore for them to go back faster. They're literally faster than if you run with them. I tell you guys this all the time, but I make sure that I do every review because it's just so true. The AI will track back quicker than if you were controlling them.
Balotelli. And Juan Cuadrado is in the middle.
That was a good cross, though.
Let's see.
Just hold L trigger, use his body. Okay, guys, so final verdict on the new Flashback Spinazolla card. So, guys, in regards to how this card performs in-game, he is a controlled player with the Anchor chemistry style, right? So you're going to be giving him 99 acceleration, 98 for sprint speed, while working with the defensive stats as it is, with the physical stats as it is. Now, because he is a 6'1" player with a high and average plus body type, for you to be able to utilize the physical as much as possible, it is nice to give him that physical boost, to put it in the mid 80s, high 80s area for the important areas of the card, because if someone goes for a cross to the far post, his jumping capabilities, his physical capabilities will be helpful to have in those scenarios. This is the type of card that you have to keep on stay back while attacking, okay? In my opinion, it is a card that most people are going to be using in the right back position, playing on that stay back while attacking role. If you were to potentially use this card, you know, as a CDM, as a stay back while attacking CDM, or in this new 3-4-2, 3-4-2, and I'm going to show you guys at some point where he's playing as one of your two center mids on the stay back while attacking instruction, that would be perfectly fine too. But you have to understand that this card is going to have more defensive capabilities over the attacking capabilities. So it is a stay back while attacking card. Now, comparison wise, most of the comparisons that people are going to be making is going to be towards the left backs as well as the right backs. So against Theo Hernandez, he's not better than Theo Hernandez. Theo Hernandez has the FIFA trait. That guy's absolutely insane, right? But let's see what else we have here, because Theo Hernandez is also French and he plays for AC Milan, so those types of links is different. So you have to understand that because this card is Italian and he plays for Roma, there's a couple of things you can work with in the future, right? If they bring out any sort of Italian cards that are really sick that people may like a lot, that's going to be a really big deal. If EA decides to drop a Paulo Dybala card at some point in the future, that's going to be a link to work with there too. That's going to be the main link, because you guys know that when they drop that Paulo Dybala card, he's always usually really, really sick to work with, right? But let's see. So against Theo, no chance, right? Because Theo is he's just him when it comes to FIFA. He's in the beginning. I can use his rare gold card and he's him, to be honest. Let's take a look at some other players, right? So Serie A, left back. So there's a couple of options, right? So you got Hernandez, who's obviously, you know, him. There's nobody else other than the Robin Gosens card. But if you didn't complete him as a gameplay objective, then you just don't have that card, because at this point in the game, you would have to give this card a shadow chemistry style. And to be fair, he still plays pretty well. He's actually a defensive beast, but it's just the pace, right? The pace is on the lower side. This card, I guess you would have to give him an anchor to make the lengthy work. I'm not 100% sure, because I don't think I ever unlocked this card to really utilize him in the game, but he does turn into a lengthy player. It would have been sick for Spinazolla's card if he was a lengthy on a shadow. I think that definitely would have helped out a lot for those long distance runs to catch up to people, because he has more of a physical feel behind it. So you have to really keep him on that stay back while attacking. Try not to let people pass you as much as possible, but even if they do, he's okay at catching up to them. He's not terrible whatsoever. I have experienced faster players that can do it for sure, but you have to understand that he's also high in average plus with a physical presence. So it's a different type of defender, right? So left backs, again, there's not really much comparisons to make. He plays that position perfectly fine, regardless of the fact that he's a right-footed player. If I go to the right back position, they have a little bit more options. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? Cuadrado as an SBC during that time period was a great SBC. You know, I still use him in my team nowadays. He's still fantastic. He has more of an agile feel to him, which some people would prefer because of the responsiveness of the game. So obviously he's not bad. There's a bunch of right backs that you can work with. Some of them cheaper options like Calabria. He's Italian, that plays for the AC Milan. There's the new Di Lorenzo card, who cannot switch that left mid position, which is going to be a big deal for some people depending on how they're lining up their squads. But Di Lorenzo is also another good option you can work with on a shadow chemistry style if you don't want to work with Spinazolla. But he's also not a four-star player. So there's a couple of variables here and there to work with when it comes to the Spinazolla card. I wish the SBC was priced a little bit lower, but if you choose to get this card, it is a card that is going to perform well enough in the meta of the gameplay, right? Especially if you need those types of links in the future, right? Because that 4-star capability of the card is nice to work with. Again, when it comes to the dribbling capabilities and the off-the-ball movement, he definitely offers more of a physical feel, which is perfectly fine because you're going to keep this card on stay back while attacking anyways, either in the left back position or the right back position, depending on if you're playing that like 4-3-2-1 where the one of the fullbacks like overlaps and stuff. You don't want to use this guy as the overlapping player. You want to use him as the stay back player. It wouldn't be a horrible thing to give him a shadow for the extra +5 for interceptions and slide tackles, but it just kind of seems pointless because the anchor does give him that extra physical stat, which I feel like is important because of the 6'1" height with a high and average plus body type. And most people will definitely agree with that as well. Some people might actually give him a sentinel. I don't agree with the sentinel because he's physical, right? So because he's more physical, he'll feel slower in certain situations. You want him to feel as fast as possible, in my opinion. So unless you're playing like very, very conservative defense, when I say conservative, I mean like super park the bus, you know? But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video today. I'll catch you guys for next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.